guy's head to buy that fake. The more I move, and the more it looks like a real shot, the more he's going to think it is a real shot, the more he's going to buy that fake and give me the reaction I want to. So I'm in my stance. I'm going to go low here. Notice how I go low. I don't want to just go here. I'm not just moving my body. My whole entire being moves here. He's got to react to this. He's got to react to this. That's so close to a shot that he's got to react. But if I'm just standing up with my head, then it's going to be hard for this guy to give me the initial reaction that I want. What's up, Coach?
Let's say high school, on your introductory, how would you kind of group it in for chain wrestling?
Chain wrestling, okay. So if I was teaching high school kids, introducing them to chain wrestling, what I would tell them is you got to be able to string multiple moves together. Now, so no matter what those moves may be, it may consist of, you use the same move twice in a row. You just have to keep pressure on this guy. So you might not always get your first attack. Sometimes you're going to wrestle strong guys that are going to be able to defend, so you might not always get your first attack. So you got to be able to chain multiple moves together in this particular position. So if we're on our feet, I want to be able to chain my moves together. So that means hitting more than one move in a row. So if I shoot a double on Jason, he stops me, he comes back up, I'm going right back into that same double, or I can come right back into my single. So I think the way to explain that best would be to just put more than one shot in a row. So if a guy defends, then you take another shot. So the way we work on that at the OTC, the Training Center with Zeke Jones and the rest of the coach, we do a move called, or it's not a move, but a series called over, under, and around. Over, under, and around. So that consists of a bunch of moves. So we're going duck under here, we're going back around here, around here, we're going under, shot, coming back here, under, we go over, snap and spin, go over and around here, under, up, around, here, shot, here, under, shot, here, over, around, here, down, here, shot. So we're just chaining multiple moves together just to make it easier for us. So we got to realize that this guy's going to be working too. This guy wants to win just as bad as me. I got to make sure I move as much as possible. What's up, Coach?
Yeah, Jordan, do you think you can go over some of the motion drills that you use to kind of help out on your footwork and speed?
Yeah, for sure. So when I'm working, and you guys make me work here. So what I like to do is I like to just keep my feet moving at all times. So it's really hard for me sometimes when I'm moving my feet. It's tiring, man. It's tiring. You don't know if it's actually working. Guys are defending or backing up, keeping their hands low. They're in three-point stances. So I just like to continue to stalk a guy and use as much pressure as possible. I tell you what, it's a lot easier to just continue to move your feet than it is to take a bunch of bad shots and get stopped. So when I'm wrestling, I know a lot of guys are going to come out like this when they're wrestling. They're wrestling in this position here, they're going to stay low, they're going to stay in good position. I got to stay patient. I'm not always going to get my takedowns early, so it may come early, they may come late, but I got to stay patient. I don't have to take a bunch of shots to assure myself that I'm going to score points. So if you guys watch the World Championships, I knew that I only had to score maybe 2 or 3 takedowns a match to win the match, even 1 takedown, because I was so good in my process of being able to defend myself. So I got to get in this position here, and I know that if I'm just moving this guy and moving my feet, it's going to be a lot easier for me to score eventually. I'm just working them. Now I know you guys have seen Brett Metcalf wrestle, you've seen Andrew Howe wrestle. Those guys tire guys out by just pulling on your head, pulling hard here, you're shooting your high crotch, and you're coming back single leg to the other side. What I like to do to get a guy tired is just move him. I'm just moving here. This is going to be tired. He's got to take a bad shot. He's eventually got to take a shot here. And then when he does take a shot, I'm spinning behind him. I'm ready. So I'm moving this guy. I'm just pressuring him. This is wearing him out. This is keeping him tired. He's got to shoot, or he's going to get caught for stolen. And that's when I'm going behind him. So what I like to do is keep my feet, do counter offense drills. This guy's taking shots, and I got to defend. Stance in motion, where I'm just working on my own. Moving, shot, defending. Shot, throw. Just move my feet, keep my hands low, and then I'll add my own shots. What's up, Coach?
You know, I mean, most of us learn wrestling by wrestling.
in the world. You know, what are these other countries doing that we can learn from them?
You know what's different about the other countries? They do a lot more positional training. They don't do much conditioning. So where we're spending time in the weight room, lifting weights, pull-ups, push-ups, power cleans, bench press, all that stuff, they're spending it on the mat doing positional sparring, positional training, and they do a lot of situational training. So they'll learn a particular position, and then, like if I'm wrestling Jason, they'll do some sparring from these positions. So they'll say, all right, we're gonna teach high crotches today. They'll teach you how to finish your high crotch, and then for the next 30 minutes, they'll show you here, all right, now 30-second go, you gotta finish this high crotch. You know what I mean? Or they'll say, hey, we're back up here, 30 seconds, you gotta finish this single leg. So what they do is a lot of positional training. So as opposed to just live wrestling, you two put your foot on the line and go, they'll do positional training, positional sparring. They'll say, all right, one guy starting in front, headlock, 30 seconds, wrestle. One guy starting single, low single, 30 seconds, wrestle. So they do positional training, and what they also do is sparring, which I've never done until I even graduated from college. It's not necessarily drilling, it's both guys going about 75%, but you're not really alternating. You're just doing what you do best. So if you see an opening, you take it. If you see a shot you can hit, get it. If you see a duck under that's there, take it. This guy's going to give you the necessary reaction without stopping you from doing the move. So if Jason gets in on the single on me, I'm not just going to crawl on top of his head. I'm just going to wrestle back inside. We're going to wrestle here. We're going to here. He's going to work on finishing here. Here, I'm turning him in. I'm trying to stop him here. He's working on his finishes. He's giving good looks. All right, now he finishes for 2. So we're back in. Working here, I'm on my high crotch, sitting, working here, cut him back down, working, he's trying to stop me here, turn him back inside, and I'm finishing. So it's not like we're actually live wrestling, and it's just like we're sparring, but he's giving me a good look in a field that I might not get in matches because I don't have the proper technique, and I might not get in drilling because we're going too slow.